One of the things that I've noticed that really upsets me is this quitter's mentality that seems that everybody has. I mean, there's a lot of older people in my family that seem to have this quitter's mentality. It's this mentality that you can't do something, even if it's like something simple as like following instructions. There's this like learned helplessness that society has gotten, and they just like, okay, well, if I can't do it, let's just rely on AI to do it. And now this reliance never has you grow. When in reality, as if you changed your mindset from the beginning and you told yourself, I can do something, or there's nothing stopping me from doing this thing, then you can go grow as a human being and learn something new, achieve something. Confidence is built on the back of doing a bunch of things and then realizing, hey, I can do this thing. I did it before, I could do it again. So go out there and explore. I think that this is nonsense. The internet, if it's taught us anything, is that you just can't min max everything in life. It seems that everyone is trying to min max everything. And there's a lot to learn from being patient. Optimal is just the most total BS thing ever. I mean, really, if we were being optimal, then everybody in life, or society, would be more of a Borg cube rather than humanity. Humanity goes against everything that efficient and optimal um, goes for. I mean, humans are known to strive in these environments that don't make any sense. Humans have thrived in all over this planet. No animal can live across the entire globe. Maybe there are some. Fact check me on that. But human beings are resilient. I think people don't realize that the most amazing thing about being human is being resilient and fighting through tough battles and overcoming tough scenarios to just thrive. Thriving is trying. Inaction is the devil. That's what I talked about yesterday. I would rather do something not optimally than not do it at all because the mindset of optimal makes it to where you have to do this thing. Oh, what's the point of doing this thing if I'm not doing it the best, or I'm not doing it how it's supposed to be done? I mean, that's just such a toxic mindset. I'd rather you just do something. Give it your all, give it your passion, give it everything, and just do it. Optimal sucks. Who told you that you have to be optimal? And that has to do with the internet. I mean, the internet is a place full of insecure people trying to feel like they're better than other people, and the way that they make themselves feel better is by flexing on each other. Oh, like, oh, look at this. I took the most optimal route and I got there. I got rich by the age of 18. I own my own home. But is your life full of substance? Are you going to be happy in 20 years? When you no longer have anything to strive for, you've achieved everything in life, you had no patience, and you just got everything handed to you immediately with no struggle? Do you even enjoy the things that you have earned without the struggle of having to earn them? Like being fed with a golden spoon in your mouth, being born with a golden spoon in your butt, or whatever. you know, you know what I mean. I just think suffering is just the once you realize that you're gonna suffer no matter what, that's when you first realize that what the point of all this is about. I had to build a bookshelf yesterday for my grandma, and she said, "Oh, I can't do it," and it almost seemed like she didn't even try. She just pawned it off to me to do her work for her. And when I was doing it, she was saying, "Oh, that looks hard," but it really wasn't. It's just following the instructions. I mean, sure, it wasn't perfect. Sure, it wasn't fun to make, but really, was it that hard? I mean, in the 2026, are our lives really that hard? I mean, I'm sure in other societies, not in the United States of America, you can make the argument. I mean, obviously, as I said yesterday, uh, only a Sith deals in absolutes. I think I got that quote wrong yesterday. I did the opposite. We don't learn with the Sith. Siths are the ones that deal with absolutes. The Siths are the one that deal with black and white, and that makes sense. Maybe the Jedi's were up to something. Maybe the Jedi philosophy, despite people being like, Jedi seem boring, you can't have love, you can't have romance, and all that nonsense. But maybe there's some truth to that. There, I mean, obviously there needs to be a balance between the both philosophies. There needs to be a balance between everything. But there is something to learn from both sides. There's something to learn from evaluating your situation. So like I think just life is just mainly just way too easy. And you can see this whenever like people just freak out and have like panic attacks over the most minuscule things in the world. Like in reality, the only thing you need is a roof over your head and something to eat and you're gonna live. Humans find a way to survive. That speeding ticket you got isn't gonna ruin your life. You don't have to blow your brains out over it. I just think life is just like way too easy. You need to introduce controlled suffering to make you realize that suffering isn't the worst. Going to work out and going to run, journaling, all these things, they're not fun, they're not easy, but it's controlled suffering that makes you a better person for doing it. Um and like that's where you grow as a human is doing these hard tasks. I'm thinking about like for a long time I've played like these video games like Call of Duty or FIFA where you just hop into another game. And what do you really get out of those games? What are the memories you have? I mean, I'm sure I have memories of the community of hanging out with my friends, but do I remember that camo grind a few years ago on a random Call of Duty that I can't even name? Probably not, because it wasn't that difficult. It was just mindless, just doing something. I think a lot of the video games today give you mindless tasks to keep you on the game, and that's what makes video games boring. Playing video games optimally, doing everything. Oh, it has collect the 300 little dolls and you get a little achievement. That is not fun. Make video games great again. I just can't put up with doing this like useless, meaningless tasks. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. And a lot of these video games are just I feel like I'm rambling, but a lot of these video games add just these repeatable just BS predetermined routes for you to play them. And I just kind of want to play like a single player game like I did in the old days, not try to collect everything, just trying to have fun and enjoy the video game. I do think inputs are I do believe inputs create the outputs. What you consume in life will eventually consume you. Charlie Kaufman talks of this, where everything. It's hard to imagine that the shit you watch doesn't influence you in some way or the other. If you're watching a bunch of depressing stuff, you're going to get depressed. If you're watching a lot of happy stuff, you're more likely to be happy. So why not just manifest a great life? Because if you're not manifesting a great life, what are you doing? You're not going to be happy if you're not trying to be happy. You can just say you're trying to be happy, but then just do absolutely nothing. I think I think a lot. I think a lot of thoughts, but I think that you kind of create the world around you. The world around you is a reflection of the thoughts in your mind, and you can change that by just simply changing the way that you think. And no one's going to do it for you. I'm not going to be able to do it for you. I'm not going to be able to create your happiness. No one is. You have to find it within yourself. You have to learn to love yourself, learn to love the process, and that's where you truly ascend to a new human being, ascend to a new level of being human.